ways, the history of Rookwood Cemetery is a mirror of Sydney's own story, with Australia's oldest working cemetery commemorating 150 years in 2017. Sydney's first burial ground opened in 1792, where Sydney Town Hall now stands. In 1820, it was relocated to Brickfield Hill, whilst that same year the Devonshire Street Cemetery was consecrated. By 1860, the Sydney colony was expanding and a new cemetery was needed. In 1862, the colonial government purchased 200 acres of the Liberty Plains estate, which was conveniently situated just 30 minutes from the CBD, near the Sydney to Parramatta Railway. The Sydney necropolis was consecrated in 1867. Areas were set aside for various religious and non-denominational groups. The first recorded burial was an 18-year-old pauper, John Whalan, who had been in the colony for 9 months. The nearby railway was a deciding factor in the cemetery's establishment. In 1867, the Railway Commission announced a twice-daily mortuary railway service, which could stop at stations along the way to collect corpses and mourners. The mortuary train operated for over 80 years, until 1948, when the car became the new focus of transport. The expansive burial ground has had several names: Haslam's Creek Cemetery, the Necropolis, and from 1878 it has been known simply as Rookwood Cemetery. Since then, Rookwood has grown in size and now covers 760 acres and conducts around 2,000 interments each year. The grounds offer over 130 culturally specific and non-denominational monumental and lawn areas, as well as a mausoleum. Interment practices are customised to meet different community needs. Grave sites, be they grand vaults or modest headstones, tell us so much about our shared history. In 1981, the Society of Australian Genealogists and the Friends of Rookwood embarked on an ambitious program to transcribe and digitally store gravestone inscriptions and cemetery records. Known as the Rookwood Project, an army of volunteers preserved and interpreted much of the cemetery's history. Identifying burials and assisting in family history and other research is a valuable part of a cemetery's work. There are many notables buried within the cemetery grounds, including pioneer retailers David Jones and Anthony Horden, newspaper founder John Fairfax, popular singer Peter Dawson, composer of Advance Australia Fair Peter Dodds McCormick, pioneer Chinese businessman May Kwong Tart, stage legend Roy Mo Ren, and feminist and publisher Louisa Lawson. There are also the infamous, including bushrangers Jimmy Governor, Captain Moonlight and Jack Bradshaw. Mary Stereo, the Queen of the Gypsies, B. Miles, known as the tormentor of Sydney taxi drivers, and the fiery politician Big Jack Lang, to name only a few. The cemetery, reflecting the Victorian fashion for well-designed, landscaped burial grounds, has beautiful natural gardens, water features, impressive architecture and canals, and parklands for solace and reflection. In the 20th century, more memorial gardens were established, including Martyrs Memorial, dedicated to victims of the Holocaust, a sculptured garden honouring Merchant Navy servicemen and women, and the Circle of Love, recognising the lives of children interred or remembered at Rookwood. In 2008, the annual Hidden Sculpture Exhibition was established. Hidden highlights the beauty of Rookwood and is now a firm favourite on the Sydney cultural calendar. 150 years later, the Grand Cemetery has become the last resting place for well over 1 million souls. It is recognised as the largest surviving Victorian-era cemetery in the world. Birth and death are a part of a city's life cycle. It's through cemeteries we are able to track the contributions made by individuals and cultural groups to the development of our cities. Rookwood Cemetery is very much in the centre of city life. It is our sleeping city.